Here with Coach Nimz after the Demons pick up the big win today on the road at New Orleans. Coach, couple quick thoughts on the game as we get into this.
Man, I'm just incredibly proud of the girls. Obviously, they showed a lot of toughness, but even more so, I think they showed a lot of resiliency. We've lost two really close games down the stretch in that fourth quarter. I thought they handled runs really well today. I thought they came out fighting really hard right from the jump, and you saw an energy about them that we know they have, and when they have it and execute, man, it's a special thing. So very, very, very proud of them.
You mentioned the energy, and no more evident than in that late part of that third quarter. Last 5 minutes, last 3 minutes, really 13-2 run to finish that quarter. Started with a three from Sharna, ended with that big one from Jelly to punctuate it. What was that like from your perspective, seeing them go out and execute the way they did in that part of the game?
Yeah, well, actually, I really like that. Obviously, I think it even dials back to the second quarter. I thought they had a really strong second quarter, came into halftime, talked about a couple things. Kind of came out flat, but obviously we talk a lot about basketball being a game of runs. I thought, we gave up some points gave up some points. But like you said, the last 5 minutes of the third quarter, it was a statement. They played with more poise. They executed offensively. I thought they gap and guarded really well defensively, and they stuck to the game plan. But you saw a lot of maturity, and I think we've seen it in other games. Maybe the HBU game and the McNeese game just saw some real maturity and a lot of possessions, both with UIW and SLU. But I thought they put together a collective 40-minute game. Obviously, basketball is going to have its ups and downs, but kids were feeling it. They were feeling it. They looked for one another. They played off two. They made the read. And so I think they were a hard team to guard tonight, and I'm really proud.
Obviously, Jelly, I mentioned that she had that big shot at the end of the third quarter, but she did seem like a lot of stuff that didn't show up on the stat sheet tonight. I know she broke down the pressure a lot from New Orleans. And what was her impact on the game?
I mean, it's tremendous. It was excited to see Jelly mode, and some of us know what that is. And I was excited to see it, but I was excited to see it for herself. Maybe had been a couple quiet in the last couple of games, but always being a floor general. She brought some really good ideas to the table today, and so that was just that next level of thinking that obviously it makes the coach be really excited about when your point guard's calling the shots instead of you calling the shots. So just next level there, and you got to talk about Carmela Dean. She maybe had a quiet night on offense, but man, without her defense, she's typically having to guard some of the toughest kids, and she's doing a tremendous job keeping those kids off the off the board. But everybody did a good job, but really excited for Giselle. And like I said, that maturity that we saw, happy with our post game. I think we got 17 points out of our post game, something around that. And so anytime we can have that inside out presence, it's only going to make us better. I think they're good enough. I think they're good enough to absolutely be in the top three. We've just let some things slide that I think if they'll stay committed to committing to correcting ourselves, I mean, these kids got a shot. I really believe in them. Whether we're winning or losing, I believe in them. So happy that they got such a big win. Happy that we get to go get ice cream, and happy that we get to go home, with a split on the road. Any road game's a big win.
All right. Thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you. Borkham.